Okay guys, this is going to be my very first blog, video, whatever. Just got out of the shower. I'm in my RV and I've decided that I'm going to do this. I mean, if I don't do it, I'm not ever going to do it. I'm in my little moo. You don't know this about me because you know nothing about me. I love a oversized dress. I call them moo-moos. I don't know what other people call them. Anyway, so I decided that the first thing that I'm going to do is a makeup tutorial. And it's not really a tutorial because I don't know how to tell you what to do because I don't know what I'm doing. I have just YouTubed people for the last couple of years. Right now I'm really into a couple of girls, and I'm not really going to say names yet, just because first of all y'all aren't going to know any of them, and so anyways, that's Daga getting up here. I have my dog. Daga, do you want to say hi to everybody? This is Daga. Y'all probably have seen her on Facebook because she gets a bark box every month and she opens them herself, and she's a crazy little dog and I love her to death, but she's gonna have to stay out of the way, so just lay down. I'll show you the spread of what I got going on here. I have a hodgepodge of everything. Drugstore, high-end, that I did not pay high-end prices. That's another thing about me. I always tell my husband and my family, I might spend a lot of money sometimes, but I save more money than I spend. I coupon, I find deals. I mean, whatever I can do, especially if it's something that I've seen on YouTube, because these women on YouTube, a lot of the ones, well, not a lot of the ones, but some of the ones that I watch, they're well off, and they use high-end makeup. And so I will go to like Burke's, and I will find the makeup that they have spent $60 on, and I'll find it for like $5 or $6. And so then I can try it. Or I go to Ulta. This is going to sound so stupid, but I didn't just discover Ulta. I've known about Ulta for many, many years, but I thought that it was too expensive. I did not know that it wasn't. I thought that it was a high-end hair product makeup store, so I didn't go in it until I started watching YouTube, and then I realized, wait a minute, I can do this. So the first time I went into Ulta, I fell in love. So I go there and I have coupons. So if it's something that's really cheap or something that I really want to try, then I do it. So let me show you just some of the stuff that I, well, yeah, some, because I'm in the travel trailer, so I don't have all my makeup here. I do love makeup. I like playing with makeup. I've always worn too much makeup since I was a child. I say I overcompensate. I have a lot of chins, and that was another thing that I was worried about, you know, being a larger woman, and this, and the rosacea, and I have high blood pressure, so my neck is always red. I was like, I don't want to do that. Every time I do that, I'm going to be made up. And then I was like, you know what? At what point do you stop trying to hide those chins? Like, I had long hair for all my life. And then when I turned 40, I cut my hair off. And then I just kept like cutting it off. Well, my grandkid said something to my daughter one day about how come old people, when they get old, always cut their hair off. So I'm actually in a transition period. This is actually really long for me. So I will put up another deal with my hair. I have no idea how to do my hair. My hair is never the same way twice, ever. I will fix my hair one day and I will absolutely adore it, and the next day I can't even come close to it. So even if I use 2-day hair. But anyways, um, so we'll just start here. This is some of the brushes that I have. And these I got actually off Facebook. It was brand new. And I only paid $5. And it's Too Faced. And I have Paris Hilton. I got that from Burke's, Makeup Revolution, Milani, Too Faced. I got the little puppy. I ordered this actually. I actually ordered this. It was the first time I paid full price for something off Too Faced, but I think it was like $30. And then several different powders. I never can get my color right on my foundation because I am yellow tones and red tones, so I have to, it's like a science experiment. I have to use all different kinds of stuff just to try to get a color and not look like an orange Oompa Loompa. But anyways, so I mean, I use several different things, and it's not ever the same thing every day. I do tend to go with the browns, just because. Now I have been trying to get out of my comfort zone and do like rose golds and peachy colors. This past year I started doing that when I ordered the Too Faced puppy palette, and I kind of like it. I will think that my makeup is so dark in the house, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna look like a clown. And then I'll go outside when we go to leave or something, and my eyeshadow, I'll take a selfie or whatever, or I'll take a picture with my husband. The thing that my husband and I make him do when we go somewhere is him and I take a selfie. I've been married for over 20 years, and my husband and I did not start really taking pictures together with each other until a year ago. No, that's a lie. 3 years ago when we got our RV, our first RV. I was like, we're going to die one day, and they're going to go to do the montage at our funeral, at your funeral or my funeral, or both of our funerals if we go together, which, you know, God forbid, if we do go, I would like to go with him. I'm crazy. There's not going to be pictures of us. There might be a few of me, but there's not going to be any of you and I together or whatever. So I started doing it. By the way, never did introduce myself. My name is Carol Jarbo. I'm 50 years old. I live in Texas, and I have 4 grown children that range from 32 or 33 down to 23. Gosh, I'm going to get in trouble for that one. I can't remember how old my kids are. My youngest, I believe, is 23, and my oldest boy just turned 31 last week. So I think my oldest daughter is 32 or 33. I have 17 grandchildren between all of them. Yes, 17 grandchildren. I love telling people that I have 17 grandkids because people tell me, what? You don't look like you have 17 grandkids. I do, and I love to blow people's mind. They range from 16 to the youngest. I think she's 5 or 6 or let's see. I think she's 5 months. Oh my gosh. And then every age in between that. And there's some that are double and triple the age. Like I think I have 2 or 3 that are the same age. So anyway, 17 grandkids. I have my little friend here, Dega. This is my baby now, since all my babies are gone. I live on what I call a 33-acre farm. It's really not a farm, but I call it a farm. I don't care. We have cows and donkeys and dogs. We used to have a lot more animals. I used to own a pet store, so we used to have all kinds of animals. But as we've gotten older and everything, we have downsized so that we can now travel. Well, when we can. My husband, I won't say what he does because I didn't ask his permission. He really doesn't even know I'm doing this yet. He's a corporate man, so he travels a lot. He flies all over the place. Um, as soon as I talk to him and ask him if I can just talk in general, uh, I'll tell you what he does. I um I am originally from Florida, born and raised there. I moved here 20. Now I have to remember how old the youngest daughter is, because I moved here just before I had her. I think I moved here 26 years ago or 27 years ago. My kids are going to kill me for this. I used to know everything and every single birthday, and I can't anymore. There's just too many of them. Not of my children, but when the grandkids started coming, I had 2 grandkids for a few years. And then all of a sudden there was this explosion, and grandkids just, I mean, literally just started coming. I am so far behind in my albums of my grandkids that I'm up to the 4th grandchild. That's how far behind I am. They literally came that fast. Um, I am a scrapbooker. I'm a card maker. Um, I I'm a stay-at-home wife. I I used to own some businesses, but no longer do that. I'm actually just really home and available for my children when they need help with their children. I call that my full-time job, because my grandkids can sometimes be a full-time job, but I love it and I wouldn't change it for anything. Um, I have a chronic illness. I have not really discussed with anyone in particular, I don't really talk about it, but I have a chronic illness that maybe we'll get into another time. But I have some health issues. Nothing that's terminal. It's just chronic. And some other things. So I don't really do a lot. I say I don't really do a lot, but then if somebody who knows me, they'd say that I do a lot. I just do life, honestly. You just, I say all the time, you put your big girl panties on and you just do what you have to do when you have to do it. Other than that, I go with my husband. He has a certain run that he goes on in Austin, and that is where we are right now. We are in Austin. He is at work, and I am in the RV. And I come with him when he goes to Austin, because it's my little vacation getaway, time by myself, recharge my batteries kind of thing, because during the day he's at work, and then the dog and I do whatever or do nothing. So anyways, I am a rambler. I do ramble on, so you will find that out about me. But anyways, let's just go ahead, and I was going to put on some makeup. I am one now. This is the very first time I've ever done this in my life, and it's very scary for me. I'm like nervous. I keep doing this with my hands because to sit here and look at myself, I'm mortified. I am one that doesn't go to the mailbox down my driveway without makeup on. I can do the no hair, I'll just take my glasses and do this, and I can go to the mailbox like this. But I can't go to the mailbox without makeup on. If I don't put on makeup on that certain day or whatever, I won't check my mail until it's dark. So to do this, I am way, way, way out of my comfort zone. And if my kids or grandkids or any of my friends are watching this, they absolutely know what I'm saying right now. I'm already up to 14 minutes. Because I'm not editing this either. That's the other thing. I am not computer savvy. I'm not phone savvy. So you're going to get what you're going to get from me. If I mess up, if I say something wrong, if I do something wrong, I'm not editing these. I'm not going to ask my husband to do that, because I've decided that this is what I want to do. So I'm not going to edit these videos. I am going to look into getting a camera a nice camera and do that. But with one of the problems that I have, I also need to get a tripod. My hands go numb and I can't hold things. So you are propped up, and I will not tell you what you're propped up with. So, let me get a drink because I'm nervous and now I'm... All right, let's go. I prime my face. Let's just do this. This is Maybelline Master Prime, and this is the primer that is supposed to blur out the red. I don't know why I use this, to be perfectly straight up honest with you, because I don't know that I've ever noticed any of the redness go away. But everybody on YouTube, you know, the Google and the YouTube, you know, they say you must prime your face. So, for the most part, Carol does what she's supposed to do, and she primes her face. So, that was the Maybelline Master Prime by Face Studio. The next thing I do, and this is where it's going to get really weird for y'all, is, like I said, I have a lot of discoloration everywhere. And I have these necklaces on, and I usually do not have jewelry on. But my husband bought me these necklaces, and I cannot get them off. And he left this morning. I forgot to ask him to take them off last night, and so he left this morning, and I forgot to ask him to take them off. So I'm going to look a little weird trying to work around it. But I have all of this discoloration and brown on my eyebrow, on my eyelids and under my eyes and stuff. So I take, this is, I just started using this a couple weeks ago. I think I found this at Burke's. The first one I found at Burke's, and it was like $2.79. Burke's is like an outlet store. If some of y'all are watching, or if anybody's watching, it's a outlet store. Anyways, I found it and I was like, wow, I like that. So, I went and got the lighter shade of it. So this is Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-hour breathable foundation, and this is 201 Classic Beige, and it's actually still a little orangey for me, but I take it and I tone it down. I'll show you what I tone it down with. In the winter time, I love, well, I like full coverage, anything and everything. Okay. I am a total full coverage person. Gal. But, I have just noticed that with my skin here lately, the full coverage, even if I use Fix Plus or Rose Water or, Master Fix or, what's this one called? The NYX Dewy Finish or any of them, it still looks, I've noticed that it's been looking pasty. And like in the winter time, I always wear like the full coverage. But anyways, as I get older, I'm noticing I really need to try to just not. So anyways, this looks like a lot, and it is. I told you, I've always worn way too much makeup. But I use this, I use a brush. A lot of times I will use my beauty blender, but like I'm on I say vacation, but I mean, I'm not going anywhere today. Honestly, I'm just going to take the dog down to the lake and to the dog park here in the place. And so I'm just putting on enough to where I don't scare our neighbors off. So yeah. And at home I have a magnifying mirror, which I have over there in the closet, and I'm probably gonna have to get it because I cannot see. I have to, you know, I should have my glasses on, but I can't put my glasses on when I do my makeup, duh. If you're a woman, you know that. Anyways, and then I tap with this. I always wondered what beat your face meant. And then one day I was watching somebody and she was like, I'm going to beat my face. Duh, you're beating this stuff in. If y'all hang on one second, I'm going to have to, but I want to do this before it dries. I'm going to have to get my magnifying mirror to make sure I'm blended, because who wants to go out with an orange line on their face? Not me. Hold. Hang on, David. Let me get my mirror. We're not going nowhere, baby. Just getting my mirror. Okay. Oh, well, that was a good shot, wasn't it? All right, let me see if I'm blended. The lighting is really bad. I'm not going to be doing all that by the circle light and lighting and stuff like that. I just want to do this, honestly, because the more I thought about it, you know, I'm 50, like I said, and my husband is 52, and I just think that it would be something, this would be something to do for my grandkids, our grandkids, to have one day that they can go back and look at. And instead of, you know, this is the 80s version of a video camera. And so my grandkids will be able to go back when, you know, after my husband and I are gone or whatever, and watch videos of Gammy. That's my name for my grandchildren, Gammy, Gammy. I did not want to be a grandma because when my daughter was pregnant with my grandson, I was entirely too young to be grandma. So I came up with Gammy. Now, honestly, if I was going somewhere, I do take what's left on the brush and I pull it down. I'm not going to get all into that today. I said I was, but I think I'm just going to leave this as it is because we're just going to the dog park. So I'm not going to, yeah, it looks good enough. And then I have several different powders that I use. I have Maybelline Fit Me in 220. I have Maybelline Fit Me in 225. I have NYX Mineral powder, matte finishing powder. Then I have NYX not matte finishing powder. I have a lot of different powders. It just depends on the day and whatever. And since I'm using the breathable foundation, I'm going to use the Fit Me powder because it has a little more coverage than the mineral powder does. If I'm using a full coverage Estee Lauder Double Wear or Clinique Beyond Self-Perfecting or whatever it is, those that are like super coverage, I'll use the mineral powder because it's lighter. And you already have like this cake on your face, so you know, you don't want to put this on there. I'm just using my little kabuki brush, and I'm not really doing a lot because it's raining in Austin today. No, it's not raining so much. It's like a heavy misty dew that just occasionally I can hear on the roof. So yeah, there's just no sense in doing like a ton dogs up there. So all I'm wanting to do though is just to set this, make sure it's dry, which it's dry. Another thing that I just learned to and I am not saying I know how to do because I haven't learned how to do it, is contouring. I have, as you can tell, I don't know what they call it, my body's pear shaped, which I'm a big girl, but my face is heart or oval or something. Anyways, I am a full figured woman, and so I have no, whatever you call it, dimension or whatever. So I seen this on YouTube and I was like, I'm gonna try this contouring stuff. Sometimes I think I get it, 99% of the time I think I don't. So anyways, and a bunch of my brushes are just Elf and Wet and Wild. I just recently got the it was at Christmas time too, but I had won an auction to, for something, and with a purse and stuff, and these, those brushes were in it. I just don't see spending the money on brushes. A lot of people spend a lot of money on on brushes and stuff, and I like a certain kind of brush. I like a certain kind of shape and stuff, so I just, yeah, anyway. And if you're still here, wow, because I'm one of these ones that I watch it and sometimes I skip through it. So if you want to skip through, that's fine. I mean, I'm a skipper. I'm not going to lie. Anyways, this is Wet n Wild Contouring Palette, and it's in the shade Dulce de Leche. And so I just take a little bit on the end of this brush and see where I'm supposed to have cheekbones, and I just kind of pat that in like this, just to kind of put a little definition. And then I learned that you take it and you put it around. If you have a huge forehead like I do, like woo, big forehead, you and you try to line it up, Carol. The other side. It's supposed to you know, make your forehead not look so big. Whether it does on me or not, I just do it anyway. My dog is looking at me weird. Daga's looking at me weird because I'm talking to myself in the phone, and she keeps turning her head around and cocking it back and forth like, you weird woman. Well, better get used to it, because mommy's going to be doing this for, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how long it takes to get this up. Okay. Then, I don't know why I do this. I seen it, I tell you, you would die laughing if you knew the range of people that I watch on YouTube. I'll share it with you at some point. But anyways, I seen someone do this. A gentleman, let's just say. So I was like, okay, well, you know, I got this little line thing going on. Well, he took the highlighting powder one time, not the highlighting, but the non-sparkly kind. Anyways, and he took it like this and defined right underneath that line. So I was like, hey, let me try it. Will it bring my neck up? Will it hide those chins? We'll see. So, whether it works or not, I do it. Just cause. And I don't bake and all that stuff. I am too dang old to bake. I don't do the baking thing. Let me get my other mirror. I do not bake. I am too old to bake, and all it does, they say no matter what your age, blah blah blah, you can do this. No, you can't. Not with my wrinkles anyways. Girl, it settles inside these lines right in here, and I look like the Muffin Man. No. Then I take a little bit of it, and I just put it on the top right here on this bone, this cheekbone right here, just to define that, just like to give me a space in between, because I'm going to put some blush on. But I just put it, I mean, like literally on this bone right here. And I will leave this here until I'm done. Let me define that a little more. I just leave this here, and it's not because I'm baking. It's just so that I have my line. Because I will take this and whatever's left from whenever I put that on, I'll kind of run underneath it and then pull it down so there's not like a line straight across my neck. And I'll pull it like this to see if it does anything. Like I said, this is just what I do. I can't even believe that I'm on here doing this, but I'm doing it. I have been using the Paris Hilton Rosy Eye and Cheek Palette, and I've been liking this I don't know. I've been liking rose gold a lot lately. Hence the fingernails are rose gold. Shout out to Deborah Does My Nails because I love them. Okay. Then I take the blush and just put it right there. Yeah, right on the apples. But kind of blend the brown and the rose gold together. And I say brown. Contour, I guess is the word. I'm not going to learn the lingos either. Yeah. Be mad. People can talk about me. Whatever. I'm just me. I'm Carol. Hi. Nice to meet you. But this is what I do. And then I just kind of blend them together. And then I'll take like the, you know, like that. And then I'll just make sure that they're blended together so that they look, you know, semi-good. But I still leave this here till the end. All right. Then the next thing that I do, I need to hurry up though because it's 31 minutes. I have Rimmel Match Perfection Concealer. And it has this little brush on it. And I always take this and just put some on my eyelids because I put foundation and there's probably some powder on there. And I want the eyeshadow to have a good base. And I don't use eyeshadow primer and stuff. I just use concealer. It just seems to, I don't know. I like the consistency of it and it's not wet. So I don't have to sit here all day and wait for it to dry. And, yeah, it doesn't go anywhere. Wipe my fingers off. I have a towel on my bed, so nobody freak out. I'm not, you know, cover my bed. Then I take, the kabuki brush and just hit that right there so that it's, you know, so it'll set it. Today, what do I want to do today? What should I do today? I'm going to do a rose gold look. Brown. Let's do 32 minutes, Carol. You better hurry up. Okay, this, I don't even know what this is, but this is the one that I use. I always put a very light color all over the top of my eyelids. I mean, like the whole entire thing. So let's just do this real quick. Because I'm sure y'all are skipping around and not even watching this. This is probably why people edit. But, not editing. Let me just look at it. Make sure that it's all over the eyelid. Yep, it's all over the eyelid. Okay, and then, oh, I'm using the Too Faced